There we go. Starting the Rock and Roll Friday with some rock and roll whistling with the J House Band, I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station at 95.7 FM, 725. The sun is out in a weird way, Shawn. It's like half of Brewer is super dark, and then out towards Bangor, it's like, hello, the sun is here. It's like, what's happening? You don't have to worry about that where you are because you kind of see... You see it in an artificial but wonderful way, right?
That is true. With the planetarium, we don't have to worry about clouds. Of
That's
course,
right.
We do for our observatory, you know, and we're trying to do, viewing on Friday nights after our public shows there. But, which is always weather dependent, that side of it. But, yeah, it's nice with the planetarium where we can always show the stars.
And some rock shows. And I'm super excited about the one that you have coming up because I hear it is Rush.
Yes.
Is that right? Tell me about that one.
Yeah, so, of course, Rush, moving pictures in the planetarium. So this is, of course, a Rush tribute show, if you will, featuring a variety of their hits. Tom Sawyer, of course, has to be in there.
Yeah, I can imagine what that sounds like.
But yeah, it's a really great show put together by one of our students. And
no way, really?
Visuals. Yeah, a lot of our music shows actually are put together by our undergrad and grad students who help create them and
get out of town.
Work with our software and are able to create some really cool things to go with it. So
okay, you got to have them come in some morning too, because that's really amazing. I did not know that. Yeah. How much fun is that? I love that. So you're going to have this on Sunday afternoons. Is that correct?
Yes, starting in the month of April. So this weekend we have one last showing of the Daft Punk show, and then starting in April, every Sunday in April we'll have the Rush show at 4:00. And this month is kind of a crazy month for us. We have. How shall I say it? So much going on. Astronomical amounts of items going on. So on April 3rd, which is for our regular Friday night show, that night we're having a special event. We actually have a local artist, Jeannie Hutchins, that is going to be opening an exhibit at the planetarium called Projections of Possibility. It deals with light and the interplay of light. And it's a really beautiful exhibit. She's going to be there. We're going to have a little reception for her at 6:30 that evening, and then she's going to give it a little talk at 7:00 before our brand new April show, which is Messengers of Time and Space. Takes a look at the new Vera Rubin telescope, Gemini Observatory, and a bunch of others, and how we basically, are looking back in time when we're looking into the sky, which is kind of cool.
Wow.
Then our kids show is going to be Little Eve, Stories of Planet Earth. This is sort of an uplifting story. The character is a young bear, and she's finding her place in the world, but she also has to learn why, how life came to be on Earth and why perseverance is important. So it's a really great uplifting program for kids. And then let's see. So then we have Cosmos Comedy on April 10th. At 7 and 8:30 p.m. So that's a comedy troupe that is traveling to planetariums and science centers. One of them has worked at NASA. The other one was a space communicator. They're going to be in and doing some comic sort of stand-up comedy, if you will, that is adults only.
That sounds
what they told me is
a riot.
Should be fun. Have a whole bunch of space-related jokes, but again, they have said it's adults only, which will be fun. And then we have this new thing, Traveling Along, which is a sort of a rental program where this company has created a program that travels. We're going to be doing that on the 4th and 18th of April. So, yeah, it's just like this month is like, and then K-12 school breaks.
Yeah, I was going to say, you forgot the really important part.
We've got matinee showings during the K-12 break, too. So, yeah, there's really something for everyone this month at the planetarium. Art, comedy, science, music,
yeah.
You name it. So if if you haven't checked us out, it's a good time to do so.
I want to come back to some of that in just a little bit. We got to go to some rock and roll. astro.umaine.edu. If you want to check out more, you can find out more. And we're going to talk a little bit more, kind of get in depth here. Because my buddy John, who was in here on Friday, he spent his February break at Cape Canaveral. He was so excited. I got a sweatshirt that says NASA. It doesn't fit me, but I was really, really happy to just have it. So that was pretty cool. But we're going to, you don't have to travel far to get some pretty great programming. You don't have to go all the way to Florida. You can get it right here in Orono. So we'll come back and talk more about that in just a little bit. Tom Petty and 38 Special next on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock. There we go. All right. Call right now if you are interested in going and check out the Rush show at the Jordan Planetarium in Orono. 991-9713. It's going to be taking place April 5th at 4. at 4 p.m. So 991-9713. Call right on 95rocks.com. We got an app for that as well. Open that up and get that ready because that's going to be a lot of fun. Come today is our last day of the Guns N' Roses Flyaway, which is exciting. Next week, I think we start a brand new contest, which is also exciting. Your chance of some cash with Assault the Vault. But first, if you're looking for love, and you've been doing it in all the wrong places, like my mom keeps telling me that I have. We've got a cool way for you to explore that option if you're within a certain age range. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk to Soubanh and Patricia, who have a brand new reality show that is going to be pretty cool and Maine-based. It's called the Maine Attraction. So in honor of that, a couple of love songs for you right here on the I-95. I mean, you could love the one you're with, or you could try to find somebody better. There's a thing. This is what we do here in Maine. It's I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station, 813. Good morning. It's Cori. Thank you for waking up with me. I would say in bed, but I'm not in bed with you. I'm just on the radio. I mean, they don't like when I say that. They're like, don't say that because maybe you're not. I'm like, I know I'm not in bed with everybody. Hello, this is the thing. But if you're looking maybe to find somebody to share some cuddle time with you, we're here with Soubanh and Patricia. They're putting together a dating show, Maine-based, called the Maine Attraction. First of all, what's the age range? Because I know I'm too old. You told me that yesterday, and I was always crying in my kitchen.
Well, it's 21 to 35.
Okay.
And the whole reason is because the premise, of course, is to how do we keep the youth here in our state? That's where it came from.
Get them dating.
Get them dating.
Right here in Maine.
Yes. And send them on dates and show them all the wonderful things that there is to do in Maine.
There's fun stuff to do in Maine. Absolutely.
Festivals, hiking, outdoorsy stuff. But then there's also like waterfront concerts and all those other cool things that are more like geared towards the youth.
Hey, a little suggestion. Shawn was here from the Planetarium earlier, and he said that they had an impromptu wedding at the Planetarium, and they've had proposals there. So just putting it out there, if you're going to be part of this show, maybe some dates under the stars.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
There's a thing. So, Patricia, how did you get roped into this big project? And talk to me about timelines or where you are in the planning process of this.
That is a good question.
Because you're what, the date coordinator?
I will be the date keeper.
The date keeper.
I officially wanted to name her date designer.
Oh, yeah, but I like the date keeper better. Yeah, we're going with that one.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? How does this work? And you're still looking for people, correct?
We are,
So
yes.
that's the first thing. You got to find people.
Yes,
Yep.
our goal is to have 100 applicants. Right now we're about 20.
So
And we need more men
and
women.
where can they go to apply to this? So they need to do a video thing? Do they need to do something online? What's the deal?
Yeah, we're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just look up the Maine Attraction.
The Maine Attraction.
The Maine Attraction.
All right. And so, Patricia, from when you get your pool of talent, what happens then?
Well, there's a lot of things that we still need to figure out, a lot of things falling into place, but we're going to need people to sponsor businesses, to sponsor venues and services and stuff like that. Give you a chance to show off, give you a chance to be a part of something.
So this is a good thing if you're out there and you've got a Maine-based business that might be interested in having their date stuff featured. And that could be anything from like an outdoor, like climbing, whatever, to excursion to however you want. I mean, it can be a restaurant. It could be many different things that somebody would utilize in a date.
You could take them up to the county.
Yeah, you could take them up to the county. That
Really
would be
put them to the test.
I mean,
if you can survive that,
yeah,
you can
that's
survive
true.
a lot.
I would agree.
So what we have so far are businesses sponsoring dates for these couples too, and then we also have businesses that want to have commercials during the production. And
So
also,
where's the show going to be? It's going to be an online show?
It's going to be on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Premiering on YouTube, so everyone can have access to it. And so it's going to have lots of eyeballs once it gets picked up. So those that want advertising on there, we're going to be doing that as well.
And you are looking for this to be a little bit different from some of the other date shows that have come around. And how is that going to be? What is the difference that you're trying to make?
So we're hoping that it'll be more educational related too, but not too preachy. We want entertainment to be paramount, of course. And if there's a dumpster fire, we'd like to try to put them out.
I think where you guys have it geared to the state of Maine as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of the reality TV shows that have involved dating tend to be, for me at least, when I have seen them, and I don't watch them often, but when I have seen them, it's been like, oh, they have no idea about Maine. Like we're a different kind of vibe up here.
We are.
We don't put up, like the BS isn't here. Like we don't. There's a whole lot.
We
We're
don't have time
hardier.
for that.
Yeah, we don't. So
I want to really focus on like straight talk and Maine culture adventure. So we're going to include things like blueberry raking, potato picking, clamming, lobster boat, putting them on a lobster boat, things
Can
like that.
somebody actually like crack a lobster the right way? Is that going to be like a test? You know what I mean?
That might be an educational process. So it's also almost like a PSA. This is how Mainers are, and this is how to become a Mainer almost sometimes. But also, really, part of her date design is to make sure they're having adventures, but not really just that, but connect in a personal level. So we have some awesome questions and ways to reveal them to each other and all that good stuff. So we're looking to start with 30 people. So 15 men, 15 women, and that's how we're going to start our cast. But we need the people.
We
need approximately 100 people to pick from because we are going to go through them with our production team. It's going to be a fun one.
What are your parameters for picking? You've got an age. Do they have to be from Maine? Do they have to? Okay, so they have to be from Maine.
They don't have to be from Maine.
Okay, well, she's saying yes, and you're saying that. They have to be living in Maine. So they don't have to be born and bred here, but they have to live here.
Right. So
I'm not even born and bred here.
Yeah. So you can go to school here and you could go to work here.
Okay.
And we actually have a crowd of guys that are going to sign up here, and they are good-looking guys.
We thought it would be the hardest to get the men to participate.
Really? And they're like,
originally, I thought, okay, everyone I talked to in public, it was like the ratio was like 1 to 12. Women versus men were like overwhelming, and then when the application went out, we have like way more men than women.
You hear that, ladies? You hear that? All right, there. So if you're looking for love in all the wrong places, like I said, if you have your mom telling you every 5 minutes you make bad decisions and you should have arranged marriages, this might be a way for you to actually. That's something my mom actually said to me one time. Yeah, she said. She said, for you keep picking reptiles. So why don't I just pick it for you? And I went, awesome. And she did this live on the air one day on a Valentine's Day special. So we don't have mom on the show much anymore. But if you would like to try your hand at love, and you are between the ages of 21 and 35. All right, so I'm just barely over that.
We're trying to eliminate all the princes.
11 years. It's fine. It's fine.
Princes.
I'm not. But hey, just food for thought later. When this becomes a wild success, you should be doing like a dating for seniors, and I'll go just get on that one.
It's already in the works. It's already in the plans.
We've had a lot of people comment.
Some silver foxes is what I'm looking for, Soubanh. All right, no, I'm kidding.
Foxy silvers.
Foxy silver. So, where can people get in touch with you, and how do they submit this their application for this show?
Well, I'm primarily on Facebook.
Where?
The Maine Attraction.
Okay.
And also, I'm on the Maine Attraction on Instagram. So a lot of people have been connecting with me that way.
Good.
And you can also message or email the Maine Attraction Official online, or it's actually Maine Attraction Official at google.com if you want to message me or email me. And I'm easy to find. My name's Soubanh Pantai. I'm everywhere.
You are everywhere. He's not lying. You can't miss him.
I own Memory Maker Photography, so you can even connect with me that way if you're used to it.
I think what we need to do, Soubanh, is we need to do a little article about this so that I can include some links so that people can just go from our website straight to you. So I think that's going to happen.
That would be amazing.
That way we make it a little bit easier. What's your deadline to get these people to come and sign up?
So we have about a week left, right?
Oh, super. I'm glad you came to me right early. That's good.
April 4th. We just announced this less than a week ago.
Okay.
April 4th is the deadline. We only because we want to start shooting as soon as the weather looks good.
Yeah.
So it's all production scheduling. That's why.
All right. I think another date possibility for you, Patricia, to keep in mind is maybe throwing them behind the wheel of a car and putting them into the best potholes in the state of Maine for mud season. I feel like if you can make it through the pothole patrol, that's in and of itself a wonderful benchmark here. Like, are you sturdy enough to not get sick in the airport mall parking lot? I'm kidding. So just check that out, and we will have some information up online eventually here. We'll get that together on 95rocks.com and the app for that one. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for making the haul all the way down from Lincoln and from, you live here, Soubanh, so you didn't have to go far. But appreciate you coming in, and we will be, providing some information. So if you have questions, you can throw them my way now, and I can answer them off the air, or we can put that up and get people to you. So best of luck. The Maine Attraction coming to YouTube shortly, maybe with you, if all goes well. It's on 95 Bangor's Glass Station. 35 degrees right now, sunshine. It's going to get colder. Thank you very much to Jamar Construction Products for hooking us up with that lovely forecast. We've got Cori's Coffee Break coming up next. Stay tuned.